Hi, everyone. Good morning. I am honored that you've welcomed me here today to offer this talk. I have given many talks before, but they've always been work-related. So after attending many decades of services here and talks, I did not know where to start with this one. I wasn't sure what wisdom I would have to offer to share with the Sangha on such an important day when we're honoring our mothers. So I thought I'd start from the beginning and find out how Mother's Day started here in the US. It turns out there are a few different origin points, and they all lead us to women. In the Civil War era, Anne Jarvis hosted Mother's Day work clubs to teach women how to care for their children. Post-war, she hosted Mother's Friendship Day. These gatherings welcome mothers and former Union and Confederate soldiers to promote reconciliation. We can also look to abolitionist and suffragette Julia Howe, who in 1870 wrote the Mother's Day Proclamation asking mothers to unite and promote world peace. Around that same time, temperance activist Juliet Blakely hosted one of the first Mother's days in Michigan. But it's Anna Jarvis, the daughter of the first Anne Jarvis that I mentioned earlier, who took the idea and advocated it to be a national holiday. After her mom's passing, she wanted to find a way to honor the sacrifices that mothers make for their children. So she hosted the first Mother's Day celebration in 1908. And then for the next 6 years, she launched a letter writing campaign to newspapers and politicians. She even started an association to promote the cause. It paid off, and in 1914, President Woodrow Wilson signed a measure making Mother's Day an official holiday. It's pretty recent history, just over 100 years ago. But I love that origin story because all of these women, whether or not they get credit for enacting the holiday, were fearless leaders, connectors, nurturers, advocates, protectors, peacemakers. And I know so many women like that. Some of them are mothers in the traditional sense, and others are mother figures. Naturally, I think of my mom, who's sitting here today. Hi, Mom. A moment ago, she told me she wished she had pre-approved my message, but I also think of all the women who have helped me and supported me in countless ways in my life, and some of them are also sitting in this room. And I have immense gratitude for my mom and for all of those mother figures. So I thought to understand a little bit more about what it's like to be a mom, I should ask some moms. So of course, it didn't occur to me until after I did that I was just adding to their mom to-do list. Oops. But I did get some answers back, and so I wanted to share their thoughts with you. So one friend said, being a mother is such a massive responsibility, but it's the most humbling and honorable to be entrusted with raising the next generation, a better generation than your own. It's a privilege to be the center of their universe for a short while. And if you do it right, you end up no longer being the center of their universe. But what a gift to witness. Another friend said, what does being a mother mean to me? It means accepting that I can't control everything. It means allowing my kids to see that I won't always get it right. They won't either, and that's okay. It's showing them and myself that our timelines are our own. It's enjoying, loving, watching my 3 boys come into their own. And again, it's remembering I can't control everything. Okay, so we go from I can't control everything to my friend who says, being a mother is 24/7 surveillance. She also said they're her world. She has 2 very, very little ones. And one more. It's so ordinary. We all come from a biological mother. The act of giving birth is common, and yet it's one of the most extraordinary things in the world. Extraordinary, ordinary. I loved that last one. when I look back, I can think of ordinary moments in my life that have led to extraordinary things. And who was there with me? My mom. There are thousands of miles she drove to take me and my sister to basketball practice, Sunday games, weekend tournaments. But she didn't just drive us around. She went the extra, not just mile, thousands of miles to drive our friends, our teammates with us. And that alone seems like an extraordinary act, but it's the ripple effect of what it did that is extraordinary. Because now, all these years later, one of those teammates is one of my best friends. Ordinary, extraordinary. Here's another story, and this one's one of my favorites. Each winter, we'd take a ski trip, and my sister and I would be in ski school. At the end of the week, there would always be a race, and we'd look forward to this because we thought, we got this, we're good. So there I am, I'm staring down the slalom. I'm going through the gates. My edge slips on an ice patch, and I wipe out hard. I get up. I wipe out again. My skis are off. I go to put them back on, and I can't do it. Everyone is watching me. I'm sweating. I'm crying. My goggles are fogging up, and then I'm like, I don't even care if I make it down. I don't even care. My competitive edge is gone. I struggle. I get down there. I look up, and I have finished last. I didn't want to do that again. So my mom says, just do it one more time. If you do it one more time and you never want to do it again, you don't have to. Okay. So reluctant, my bruised ego and I get ready to race again. I think if I just get to the bottom, this could be over. She said, I never have to do it again. So I race down the turns. I'm thinking, just get to the bottom. No wipeouts. And I look up. Oh, I won. Well, it turns out I also had the best time that day. So now, skiing is one of my favorite sports. And I'll also attribute my ongoing persistence and stubbornness to my mom, so thank you, Mom. It was a great life lesson, and I look back on it fondly and often. Ordinary, extraordinary. Here's what I know. No matter how you define being a mother, moms never stop momming. A friend said his mother sent him a text, "Don't send flowers. It's too expensive. Save the money. Open an investment account. Give me a call. It's the same. I'll be equally happy." I left something out earlier. Anna Jarvis, the one who was responsible for lobbying government for a national holiday, she started giving moms white carnations on Mother's Day, and then she asked the florists to get involved. Well, they saw opportunity, and they started commercializing it. She didn't like that. So what did she do? She decided to try and get the holiday removed. Okay, that took a turn. She didn't win, and I'm glad, because we need that day, right? I can see how these little cards and the balloons and the flowers, they don't do it justice, right? But I think they're important acknowledgments. It's a day set aside where we get to say thank you, and maybe we're saying thank you often. But these are little tokens of appreciation, an acknowledgement for a task that is so large and so hard to describe that some of my friends didn't even answer my text when I asked them what it's like to be a mom. That's okay, because I think their silence says a lot too. It says they're busy taking care of themselves and their families, and whatever that family looks like, they're nurturing. Some of them, it's with their biological children. Some of them, it's mothering in other ways. So however one defines being a mom, I will now always look at mothers everywhere as turning ordinary moments into extraordinary moments every day. Happy Mother's Day.